guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today's going to be a great video because we have the #1 deck inside the game according to the win percentages in the last 7 days at an 89% win rate and a good sample size too, over 125 matches being played with this deck. So I am not here alone. I am here with Unstoppable here to play it live for us. And Unstoppable, it's been a while, man. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. Yeah, long time no see. It's been a while since I've been on the channel. Really
I actually have seen you though. I saw you at CRL World Finals, but I get what you're saying. It's been a long time since you've seen my lovely viewers. And yeah, man, how's life been? You're in college now and doing big things, right?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm currently taking some classes at UCLA, and at the same time, I'm also recruiting for a CRL team for 2020.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for a big announcement soon on the CRL side. I actually want to ask you about CRL China because you played a whole season in China with Nova, and I'm really curious about kind of the cultural differences between the Chinese teams and the rest of the world because, well, frankly, I never talked to any of the Chinese guests that I have on the channel. They're never on voice, right? Because of the language barrier. So I'm really interested to get your take on what things were like living in Shanghai, was it?
Yes. So yeah, of course.
But,
so basically.
Sorry, go ahead.
No problem. Basically, all the teams live in Shanghai, and I actually can't like really speak as to like differences because I haven't been on like a CRL West team myself, but I do have a lot of friends, so we keep in touch. And I'd say one of the big differences is that like Chinese players are usually playing a lot of grand challenges and ladder as opposed to friendly battles with each other. Or at least that's it with my team. I used to play for Nova Esports. My contract just ended for 2019 as I have to go to school here in Los Angeles. And yeah, I mean, I really like my team. We're like really good friends. I'd say that, I mean, once again, I can't really say that. I'll just kind of describe like how like Nova's dynamic is like because I can't really, compare it to other teams I don't really know that much about. So
yeah, cool, man.
I think
yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, like I said, like LCUP and Lil Chen, like they really like playing a lot of grand challenges and ladders and stuff. Like I don't think there's like a lot of inner team practice, but we do focus a lot on practicing 2v2. I think another thing is that I'd say the pool of skilled players is kind of less in China. I mean, obviously we do have like some great skill. We have like a lot of really solid players, but I think that there's more like better players outside of China. And yeah, that's one more thing that's I guess different about CRL China.
Yeah, well, cool, man. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's basically it. I mean, yeah, CRL. Like I said, I don't really know that much about CRL West. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed it though. It was a great experience, to be honest.
Awesome, man. Well, go ahead and search inside the GC. As you're searching, we're gonna try to finish one out here using this deck. We'll talk about the deck obviously too, guys. But like kind of the last question, I hope you don't mind me asking about like there was during your time right when you joined Nova, right? There was like that whole drama between Carnage and Nova and stuff. And I'm not asking you to like weigh in on that, but I was just curious, like what was your experience like with Nova? Obviously, I was a part of Nova too for a long time myself. I never went there and I never lived there in China. But like, did you like work with Nova in hindsight? Did you like the team? Did you like the org?
Oh, I actually really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the main problems that Carnage had were just cultural.
Yeah. Yeah, and it must be a huge change too. Now, had you did you? Again, not to pry here, and I know we'll get to the matches. I don't want to like keep asking you about this, but I'm just so curious. Have you ever been to China before? Did you ever live there, or like did you speak it at home, or how are you? Yeah, how are you familiar with the language and stuff? Have you always been bilingual?
Yeah, I've always known how to speak Mandarin, but I think it improved a lot through my time in China.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like...
No, it's okay, man. Feel free to focus on the matches. We'll ask in between matches about China, whatever, like my fascination. All right, so back to this match here. Because of me distracting you, a little early deficit.
Yeah, no problem. I think this is a mirror matchup, so it's like, we're playing the same deck, and let's see. So I already took a lot of damage. Oh, he does have goblins, that makes it different. So yeah, since he just used bats, he used app. Oh gosh, that's not good. I think we kind of low-key tower traded, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're gonna protect the bandit placement right here. All right.
Nice.
So got that. And that should be a connection. All right.
Okay.
So Okay, so we basically tower traded. I think he has one different card. It's goblins. So I'm guessing he doesn't have. Well, I haven't seen his other cards yet. So I think he might not have either Zap or Barb Barrel. But he should still have Musketeer. I'm not exactly sure though.
Okay. So just
Let's
kind of,
see.
yeah, just kind of slow playing this right now and seeing what he does. Okay, he has Muskie.
Yeah. I didn't really need to zap that, but just trying to figure out what he has. And yeah, I'm not really sure how to play this here. It's kind of interesting. So since we're kind of
yeah, both of you guys are just kind of just like, okay, who's gonna make the first move here?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Yeah, I guess you did.
And I'm gonna give him some double lane pressure here.
Okay.
So he played.
Nice. Uses his zap.
All right, so since he played, okay, that's interesting.
And he goes with the Mega Knight, which I'm assuming is fine by you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore this.
Mega Knight here. Yeah.
It's not gonna do much damage.
No.
Play Bandit. Still giving him double lane pressure because let's see. I'm trying to figure out what he's gonna do. I think in mirror matchups a lot of his predictions because let's see. So he has that. Might go with a miner now.
Okay.
Alright, so he went with the musketeer in the back, so I think I'm gonna go pressure
all
him
in?
On this. Not all in because he has
Okay.
a Mega Knight. You can't really go.
That's true.
You can't really go all. Okay, that was a pretty good play by him.
Yeah.
Really good kite, or not kite.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really difficult to defend here.
Mega Knight there. It doesn't really matter that he connects, but now it's this Mega Knight that you're kind of worried about. It's the bandit charge. Man,
Alright,
if I didn't distract you in the beginning, you'd be looking so much better.
No, that's fine.
Alright. He uses his Mega Knight, so you're able to kind of give a huge push here. Actually get a lot of damage, but with 48 seconds left, you're just applying tons of pressure here. I like it. Bats on bats. Oh, you just keep going. I love it. You can ignore that Mega Knight. You get the okay. Okay. Oh no! Oh, you did it! Oh damn!
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, no big deal.
Crazy.
I was like, we're starting off with a loss. Not a big deal though, man. It's okay. It's my fault. My bad for talking to you. GG's, man. What happened there at the end?
So, man, actually there was
so
much happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was so much happening there. It's kind of hard to just. I'm not really sure what happened. So at the end, I think what happened was he played a Mega Knight onto my Mega Knight, but I had a nice little push going on the right side, and since he didn't have Mega Knight to stop that, okay, actually, this is what happened. So he gave me a lot of Mega Knight value on the left side, even though he pressured me really well on my right side. So basically, I think the Bandit connected and the other Mega Knight connected on my right tower. So my right tower was at 300 HP. And that was the moment where I had one almost full health Mega Knight going down the left lane towards his right tower, and he had to defend that. But I think he shouldn't have used. I think he used Mega Knight to defend that, and he shouldn't have done that because I was going for the other tower. But I definitely made a lot of mistakes that game. It was.
It's okay. Hey, get the rust out on the first time I'm chirping in your ear is definitely something to get used to. So search for the next one, and as you do, now I can ask the next China question as you search for the next match. So I'm curious, Unstoppable, in CRL China. So you talked about kind of language barrier, the cultural changes and stuff. What was the most difficult thing for you to adjust to?
Or
was it
actually
pretty easy?
I would say everything else was pretty easy because I've been to China before, but the jet lag, because basically what happened was throughout this summer, I think I flew back and forth between China and the US 3 or 4 times. So
yeah.
jet lag is a big thing.
What is that, a 14-hour flight or something for you?
Not as bad as 14 hours.
Okay.
It was more like 12, I think.
Okay. Anyway, so here we go. Royal Hogs, what? Well, I guess you're not scared.
We'll play by him.
Yeah.
We'll play by him on this side. I'm trying to figure out what deck he's playing. It looks like it might be a Mega Knight deck again. Well, he basically just gave me his tower on the right side.
Yeah.
Not really sure why.
Well, he had no elixir. He went so aggressive against you that he had even if he does have Mega Knight, he didn't have enough to use it. You know.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he has Mega Knight. It's very possible. I'm actually not sure at all what deck he's using. I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
The meta's been like changing a lot recently, so yeah, definitely could be anything. All right, so he's going like way too aggressive in my opinion. I mean, I can't really do anything about these wall breakers, but I'll use a bar barrel to tank right here, and he should not be able to defend this
The
lane
left
either.
side,
Like,
right? Oh, okay.
He has cards. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You never know what this.
So,
Okay.
that's fine though, because I can send the miner in, and he's still he only has like skeletons and okay, now he has skeleton. All right, so actually really good defense by him.
Yeah.
Solid, well played there.
It's interesting. So it's a Fireball bait deck. So Magic Archer, Royal Hogs, and Barbarians, along with the Wall Breakers. Interesting deck.
Yeah, maybe he has like Flying Machine too. Something that's similar to like the.
That's
like,
it.
Old, like,
that's all the cards. He just has the Snowball Bar Barrel for his 2 spells, then Bats and Skeletons for Cycle, and then those 3 Fireball bait cards. It's interesting. But nice Mega Knight.
A little misdrop on me. It did hit all the hogs, so it's gonna cost me a bit, but that's fine. Yeah, barbs again. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll use bats here. He to use a snowball if he wants to preserve the barbs. I'll use it on the for something. I guess I'll take his tower now.
Okay. I was gonna say like this is pretty. This is looking really good for you. I feel like.
Oh yeah, it's a good start. I'll use my Barbaro on this lane and the Mega Knight on this lane.
Okay. Get a nice little counter push going.
Yeah, and he's gonna use barbs again to deal with this side, and that's fine by me. Or just use a musketeer in the back. And I think I should, since he doesn't have a big spell, I should be able to prevent him from like taking a tower. I'm gonna use bats here. I knew he was gonna play that prediction.
Nice.
And okay, that's basically good.
Yeah, pretty much. You really can. And you have Mega Knight, and you apply. I love how you apply all that pressure at the end, just to let him know, like, yeah, you're not gonna win. GG's, man. All right, search for the next one. While you do, another CRL China question for you. You're gonna be so sick of my questions by the end of the video, bro. But like, I can't help it. I just never get this opportunity, you know. I wanted to ask you all these things in the CRL World Finals, but we were just both so busy and stuff. But and you're already in the match. All right, my one question is, who did you learn from the most out of all the CRL China players? Like, who did you think was like, wow, in person, this guy's skill is just insane?
I would just say, I would definitely say, I think Elsiop, because Elsiop is just like on a different level in my opinion. Like, even though he didn't perform that well, like at some of the events that that we've been to together, I think like when I see him play, I guess I don't know, like in like normal practices, for instance, like he's like such a good, like he's so good at predicting. He has a really fast reaction time. Like he has like a lot of. He's just a really solid player in general, and he's so diverse. He can play like almost every deck in the game.
Yeah.
And I think Leo Chan was also like a pretty good role model for me. I mean, even though like I think last season they both struggled a little bit. You saw like how crazy it was that they came back in the end. In the fall season, I think at one point they were 5th place, and that was just like pretty crazy. I didn't expect him to drop that low.
I know,
They all came back. Like,
but they came.
winning.
Yeah, they definitely made a nice comeback there. A little disappointment, obviously, in the finals, but hey, they got there again, second time in a row. The returning champs. So definitely, they're always going to be a contender. They're always going to be probably the main contender in China. At least I feel that way. But how about a non-Nova player? Is there one non-Nova player that you were like that you just had a lot of respect for?
Yeah, I'd say I was pretty good friends with So I guess so the one other thing about CRL China is that we don't usually hang out. I don't really know why, but I don't think we hang out a lot with other teams. Okay. I don't really know if that's
there's that rivalry. Yeah.
Not really. I mean, we just don't get like the chance to see them a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like usually after the game, like we wouldn't like hang out and talk to each other. We would just like go get food and then head back or something,
Yeah.
So I'd say I like hung out with AU a lot.
AU, I was gonna say that because I love that guy.
Yeah, he's super cool. Really nice guy. This is really good.
Okay, I'll let you concentrate here. Said I wouldn't talk about CRL China the whole match, and here I am doing it. All right, so you're getting a lot of damage. Get that miner healthy on the tower there, but you do have that activated king tower to deal with. And you said this is the most off air before we started the video. You said that you think Graveyard's the most challenging matchup for this deck.
a second. I think this Mega Knight was a mistake that I just played. Because if he rushes my other lane, oh, he's not going to.
Wow.
Yeah, the reason I think it's a tough matchup is because sorry, my voice is getting a little bit sore.
Oh, no worries, man. Don't just concentrate on this match. We can talk about why it's a tough matchup after.
I think the reason because it's like all the like you have to give dual lane pressure if you want to like have a chance of winning this, because like the bomb tower defense is just like too good.
Yeah.
The one I think the one like advantage you have is the musketeer. I think the musketeer is like a really hard
look
card
at her
for
go
him to
right
deal with.
now.
Yeah, exactly. You just killed that entire bomb tower.
It did. All right, here he goes, Graveyard. This miner, bandit, Barbaro. So far, not one skeleton's touched that tower. Okay, one little touch. That's it. And you do a good job every time he graveyards. You do a good job of like at least throwing something down the opposite side.
Alright, this bandit is good for me because it's going this bomb tower. Alright, let's figure this out. How are we gonna do this? To finish off this tower.
Okay, graveyard other lane. Interesting.
Alright, he's switching up. Hopefully let him.
Yeah. You have Bar Barrel back in hand. There it goes. Should be. Oh, you have Mega Knight on the tower there.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Alright, you should like have a harder time.
Okay, only
we're in
40.
triple.
Yeah, I was gonna say only 45 seconds left, but you still have to stay aggressive, I imagine. Can't like chill against the graveyard deck. Nice Mega Knight there. He poisons too. You get a lot of damage on this one with a poison in the graveyard, but you still have damage advantage. Has to deal with your Mega Knight. Has to deal with his bomb tower back in hand, but not enough.
Right,
oh, there it is! Boom! GG's, man. I'll tell you what, dude, I was really annoying this video, I feel like. Just always just constantly jabbering to you while you're trying to play in this 12-win GC, but you made it look easy, my man. GG's, dude.
Definitely not. No, you were asking the really good questions. It was just me. It's hard to like at that time.
So okay, so give us a review of the deck. Like, obviously you just picked this up recently as well. What do you think of it? What are your big, like, what should my viewers, when they go take this deck into the arena, what should be in the forefront of their mind? You know, like non-matchup dependent advice. Like, how should they be playing this deck?
Yeah, of course. So against this graveyard deck, I think it's not a good matchup, but it's also not like horrible. I think the reason is because, okay, so the main thing about dealing with graveyard is dual lane pressure. Because if you think about it, if they stack defenses, like let's say you try to pressure with a Mega Knight, you play Mega Knight in the back, and you follow it up with like a Musketeer and Bats. Honestly, he can just use like Baby Dragon or like Ice Wizard plus a Knight plus a Bomb Tower, easily defend everything, and then counter push you, and you're gonna die. So you have to like give him pressure on the opposite lane as well. So like you would do that ideally by splitting a Mega Knight. So you send a Mega Knight one lane, you force him to use like maybe like a Knight and the Ice Wizard to defend that. You probably want to pressure with a little bit more like maybe a Bandit, and then the other lane you're going with a minor Wall Breaker. For like you saw like in that game that on his right tower he had a lot of HP, but I still went after it knowing that I couldn't break through. Like if I really like just wanted to break through to one tower, it's just not gonna happen. Like the defense is too solid, so I have to like split lane pressure against that deck.
Yeah,
it's like I think it's very
sorry, but like, what about matchups like in general? Like, okay, let's pretend you have no idea what the deck the opponent is playing. Like, are you, in a nutshell, like, what are you trying to do in this deck in single elixir and then in double elixir time? Like, just like general advice, I guess.
Good question. So I think this deck is a little bit better in single elixir, because it doesn't do so well against tank decks. If you think about it, I'd say that you first have to figure out what kind of deck they're playing, and then after that, it's very dependent on the matchup. So let's just give like an example. Let's say you're playing against Lava Hound, right? So against Lava Hound, I think you can't let them build up a big push, because if you look at this deck, the defenses aren't good against Lava Hound. You only have a Musketeer and Bats. So the way to play against Lava Hound is you have to figure out, okay, what spell do they have? Like that's one big thing. Okay, if they have usually Lava Hound decks, or at least last meta, Lava Hound decks had either Snowball or Barbaro, right? So you figure out did they have Snowball or Barbaro. Now, if they have Barbaro, that means that you can usually get damage by going with a minor wall breaker push because the Barbaro doesn't kill the wall breakers. Now, also the big thing is if they have Barbaro and not Snowball, you should use your bats very efficiently. Let's say they play a Lava Hound in the back, you can go with a Mega Knight plus bats at the bridge, and it's going to be very hard for them to defend that because they don't have Snowball.
I like that. So you're not even thinking just of defense, you're thinking of offense, you know, mostly with their small spell.
And yeah, small spell, like figuring that out is really important because if they don't have Zap or Snowball, your bats get an insane amount of value.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I guess so it's just I think a lot of it is like let's say they have a Golem deck, right? And the Golem is really hard to stop with this deck. So like what you should be thinking of doing is not defending, but like maybe going opposite lane with like the Mega Knight to pressure. Because in double elixir, once they go with that Golem and that Night Witch in the back, that's like not really going to be possible to stop. So you should definitely be pressuring opposite lane, and force them to throw in some elixir there.
Okay,
and then maybe you could even
Go ahead. Sorry.
no problem. Maybe you could like let's say like I'll like give a scenario, right? Like let's say they go Golem in the back, you go Mega Knight plus bats and then Bandit to follow that instantly to pressure their opposite lane. So that would be like something that they probably have to respond with like a Lumberjack and a Night Witch. And then by that time, you probably cycle back to a Musketeer and then play bats on the Golem, kill the Golem. And that's how you like successfully defend their push at the same time you're pressuring them up like offensively. So I think it's like this deck is like it's like a very as you can see, it's not very like traditional control. It's like control / bait. Also has like some like pressure cards, like bridge spam cards. So it's like it's kind of like a deck that can change into many different archetypes, if you know what I mean.
So depending on what you're playing, you just play it a little bit differently.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you just like main thing I'd say step 1, figure out their small spells, I guess, and then step 2, like figure out how they let's say how they could defend you and try to get around that. Like figure out what cards they have in their hand right now, and then play cards to I guess answer their hand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's a good way to describe the deck, I feel like. I guess my last question is when they have P.E.K.K.A. to counter your Mega Knight, are you still playing P.E.K.K.A. Knight when they know they have P.E.K.K.A. Knight? What? Are you still playing Mega Knight when you know they have P.E.K.K.A. in hand? Or like how do you do that? Do you like how do you get around a P.E.K.K.A.?
Okay, so let's say you're playing against P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, which I think I don't think it's too bad of a matchup, but against that matchup, what you're going to be doing is you hold your Mega Knight for something that gives you value. So let's say he goes Battle Ram by itself. That's like maybe like an even trade. You can play Mega Knight and then on their Battle Ram, and then you get a full health Mega Knight, but then they're just going to play P.E.K.K.A. and then you're just going to have to defend that as well, right? So that's like maybe like an even trade. But a good trade would be a Battle Ram plus a Bandit behind it. Then you Mega Knight that. That's a really solid trade because now they don't have enough elixir. Because if they play their P.E.K.K.A. on your Mega Knight, you're gonna spam opposite lane and destroy them in that lane, right? So yeah, you would just basically hold your Mega Knight for something that gives you enough value to play it, and then
I love that. Yeah. No, I love that explanation. It's not like you're not playing it. You just want to make sure you're getting the value so you can get that on the enter the arena ability on the defensive end. And like you said, as long as you're not even trading, it's still a win, even if they kill it with P.E.K.K.A., right?
Yeah, I can give you like a scenario as well. Like for instance, right? This is like because I play P.E.K.K.A. like a lot, and like this is like this would be a bad scenario for the P.E.K.K.A. player. So let's say they go Battle Ram plus a Bandit, right? Now you go Mega Knight on top of that. They play a P.E.K.K.A. to counter your Mega Knight, but now they're technically down 7 elixir because you use the Mega Knight to counter their 7 elixir push, and then they put a P.E.K.K.A. so now they're down 7. So you spam opposite lane with Bandit, well, I would say like with Bandit, Miner, and then a Barbaro, and then Bats or something like that. And that's like they should not be able to defend that. Like if you just think about it,
yeah,
and that will be how you play that matchup.
No, that's perfect explanation. So yeah, I feel like, thank you. I feel like this little chat at the end of the Grand Challenge has actually given a lot of insight into specific matchups that might be challenging for viewers. So hey, if you guys like this, let me know. We'll do it some more in the future videos. But I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it here, man. Unless you have any final like thoughts or shouts or anything like that.
No, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for having me on the channel. Really enjoyed playing this deck and showing it to your reviewers.
Yeah, no problem, dude. It was a pleasure to have you on. So huge shout out to Unstoppable, guys. Check out his player stats and profile, links to CRL.com. Also his Twitter information, any other social media information that I can kind of dig up from Unstoppable will be in the show notes below. Guys, huge shout out to him and to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out their information in the description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.